powerful words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thank you, guys. I did check in with the Auburn head coach before the game. One of the things he has reiterated to his offensive coordinator is he wants his quarterback to break that school record for passing touchdowns in a season. Now, obviously, they are going to have a balanced game plan. When they're in the red zone, they're going to take the best play available. But it is in the back of their mind. They want their quarterback to go down in history, and they have a big opportunity to do that here today. Reese?
Holly, thank you. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. First down, he'll keep it. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Keelan Russell throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the left side. Nowhere to go. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He's changing the play. Looking for a crease to the left. Got the first down. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for room. It's Chroma. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Auburn lines up quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to him again. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. takes the handoff. It's Shepard. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Left side is Rodgers. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown time.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Acho. He's chased out of bounds at the 11-yard line, and now they're backed up after that poor return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wilson to pass. The short hands, it's Singleton. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for space, it's Hill. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the running back. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the Plains.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Making the adjustment on the play. Wilson will throw. Out wide right, it's Carney. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Going with the ground game left. Enough to move the chains. Got a little grass. He's at the 10. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown at least for now.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Run in the red zone, it's Croma. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tight end now in motion. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Who can be the most physical team? That's what I love about this offense. Back-to-back plays, make no bones about it. They trusted their offensive line. They're going to run the football, and the defense couldn't answer.
That's what I like the best about that play call, David. It's just the patience, right? You're going to stick to the run. Yeah, you got stopped earlier, but you're trusting this offensive line to get the push necessary, and your running back to find a tiny crease to get into the end zone. So being physical down here at this area of the field, so important. Nice play call as well to stick with.
Nice grab to get that quick kick inside the 10. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flank.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Final timeout call by the Tigers. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a crease. It's Hill. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wilson to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Smashes it between the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Calls his own number. Spins away from the defense. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Throwing Russell. He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line. this drive started from the 29. Back to pass, it's Dennis. Out wide left, it's Shepard.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking downfield very late in the half. Stepping to the right. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 3 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Tigers keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Trying to set the tone with the run. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Run it with the fullback. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Long way to go on second down. Wilson will throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Bring him down. Makes the catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. They'll try the left side. He's got enough. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. Well, you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Making the adjustment. Wants to throw one first. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. Second and long here. Turns out it's Singleton. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Croma. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. That is no good. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, second miss of the day. We might not see him again.
Leaves it with the back. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. That holding call backs them up 10. It's now 1st and 20. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. They'll send the back in motion. Keelan Russell. Got it behind the line. It's Wiley. Down he goes. Offense in a bunch formation. Right side, it's Edwards. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. It's incomplete and will change ends of the field now. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Fourth down, Russell. Throws to the tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. On that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Bingo, Ruben. Bingo, Ruben.
Running to the left. Turning it on. He's at the 20. Touchdown Auburn. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Motion from the wideout. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Rush right in his face. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Left side, it's Meadows.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Russell just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Corner's going to give them room. Good timing on the quick out. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Throwing Russell. Looking to the big tight end. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows. He's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wilson to pass. Still looking to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Auburn calls its 2nd of 3 timeouts. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Changing the routes with his receivers. They send the tight end in motion. Pushes ahead. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Tide ready to roll on offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down.
That is how you step up for a defense right there. Force the turnover. Let's not make this thing get close.